first day on campus was when my parents came to drop me off. As you can tell, me and my brother are very close. My parents had left. I can remember standing on the back of Towers, right outside of Towers 3. Parents were leaving. I'm sitting up there crying as my brother leaves. I didn't care if my parents left, I just wanted my brother to stay. And he's crying, waving me out the back window. That was my first day on campus.
We talk all the time. You know, we talk at least once or twice a week. And we always convert back to the Morgantown days, the days that when we were still, young adults, but about ready to break into adulthood.
Being here in Morgantown, it was truly, truly a blessing for me, because here you got a city guy coming to a rural country school, and that's exactly what it was, because there was nothing. There was Towers, there was a McDonald's, there was 7-Eleven, a gas station, a pizza place, and then there wasn't nothing else but a laundromat. There wasn't nothing else on the street. Apartment buildings and trees, till you got to downtown. And it was like, why did you come here? And you started looking around and you go, well, it looks kind of nice, it's pretty. And you had a chance to play. We were all a bunch of kids from everywhere that it all seemed like it had been thrown together. And you know what? He's how far from home, he's how far from home. I mean, we may not have, how do you say? We didn't set the world on fire at the beginning, but we had enough talent and we had enough, how would you say, camaraderie to enjoy each other. What makes me proud to be a Mountaineer? Blue and gold. I mean, when you look at it, it's blue and gold. Mountaineer football is a place where the fans and the team used to be one. I mean, we were the biggest university in the state. There wasn't a whole lot to do except for Mountaineer football or whatever sport there was going on at WVU. And the fans were really, really rabid. I mean, they'd come to show up. They'd show up, they'd be no shirt on, beards everywhere, beer everywhere. You're looking at them, it didn't matter. They were coming there to yell at you and cheer for you. And they always seemed to have your back. No matter what went on, they almost seemed to always be behind you, cheering for you. That's the way the people of West Virginia were. They took you in as one of their own and knew that you would work hard. It's a group or a culture of people that really work. They're from the salt of the earth. They work for everything they get. Nothing's given to them. I worked outside of a coal mine, so I got to work with some of the guys that were in the mines. Those are some of the hardest working guys you want to see. They work hard, they play hard, but they're going to work. And that just made me feel real proud to know that I was going to school where there's a bunch of folks that worked for everything they got. They didn't take any wooden nickels from anybody or anything. They worked. And that to me said a whole lot, because that's what my dad had instilled in me. Work for what you want. You go out and work for it, you can get it. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't get. Go work for it.
At this time, National Football Foundation and College Football Hall of Fame representatives, Hillary Jeffries, Lisa Burlingame, along with College Football Hall of Fame coach Don Nealon, represent Darryl Talley with his official Hall of Fame plaque.
Darryl Talley was not a vocal leader. He was a leader that brought his lunch pail to practice every day and went out there and busted his tail because he wanted to get better all the time. And that's so much better than some guy screaming and yelling at you, let's get going, because they see this guy, wow, here's our best player. Every drill he's gone 100%, everything he did 100%, and that's why he got so much better. Because like I say, in 1980, Darryl Talley was a pretty raw guy, but he got better every year, and the kids saw him grow. They saw this guy get stronger, quicker, meaner, and develop all kind of leadership ability because of what he did.
What makes a good football player, in my opinion, not only his talent, but how he sees the game. And Darryl had a great vision of football. And to this day, I say time and time again, I don't know why he's not coaching in the NFL somewhere, because he knows the game that much.
It was a treat to play with Darryl, and not only from the standpoint, you watch him, but he played against probably with the best defensive player ever played a game, Bruce Smith, and you would see this guy on the football field being a general. A general knows everything. And he was the guy that that probably, and I always tell people this too. He's the guy that got Bruce into the Hall of Fame, because he, as an older player and Bruce coming into the league, Darryl taught Bruce a lot.
We worked extremely well together. For us to have played together for 12 years together, we have wreaked a lot of havoc on opposing offenses and quarterbacks, and none of that wouldn't have been possible without Darryl. Unselfish, once again, his unwavering desire to win.
And until this day, I look to him for leadership and guidance as a big brother more than a teammate.
Give anything, give his heart to you, and give, if you need him, he's there for you. Brother, a true brother.
To me, he's my big brother. He's a year older than me. And the first day that I came on campus, because Darryl was here before me, he came in '78, I didn't come to '79, he was redshirt. And he looked at me in that strange way that he looked at everybody, like, I don't know what to think of this guy. When you look at him, that's what you thinking, and he's looking at you like, this guy's gonna be all right. And he just took me under his wing. He said when he first met me, he always tell the story. He tell that to both my sons. He said, your dad, without him, it wouldn't be me. But I always tell him, no, without him, the things I wouldn't accomplish at WVU. I think it's just one more stepping stone in his life that he's trying to get to that Pro Hall of Fame, which is a great thing for him, and he definitely deserves it. Definitely deserve it. And I think that's just another stone in his stepping stone that he's getting ready to break through, that he can leave for his kids and for the history of West Virginia.
This is a culmination of all the hard work and everything that you've done, and to be recognized for it on this stage is unbelievable. And I know from talking to him after I found out that he was inducted, how excited he was.
A lot of people probably told him he couldn't do it. A lot of people probably told him that, you're just a little skinny little kid from Cleveland, Ohio, that probably, may go through 4 years of football, may not, probably won't go to a big-time program or whatever. But I think when he got here, he made it into a big-time program. I mean, being a two-time All-American, and now he's going into the College Football Hall of Fame. That's big time there. That's about big as you can get, besides being, winning a Heisman or something like that, or winning a national championship. So, and I think the key with Darryl and all this has happened over the years is that when you come back to West Virginia and you mention the name Darryl Talley, everybody know who it is.
It's a tremendous honor. Think about all the kids that have played college football, and to be in that 0.5% of guys that make it to the College Football Hall of Fame. Think about that. Everybody plays college football. There's guys that are in the NFL Hall of Fame that'll never get in the College Football Hall of Fame. So at that point, you start to look around and you start to go, wait a minute. This is really special. And today, when I got here, I looked in the media room and I'm thinking to myself, what really didn't bother me or whatever. Then I started thinking about it. Because I talked to Coach Neal about it, and he had said, you know, Darryl, you really don't get it until you actually get there and see it. Well, I was standing there today, and I went, you know what? This is really a pretty special deal. I mean, everybody's here for me, not anybody else, just let alone me. You know, and I deeply appreciate that. I mean, that just goes to show how much I was loved by my players, my teammates.
It's easy to see that Darryl Talley's induction into the College Football Hall of Fame is well-deserved. All of those that we spoke with truly believe that he was one of the most dynamic linebackers to ever play the game and that he was truly a Mountaineer legend.